Welcome to Legal Dilemmas, where you will find clear, concise legal advice. My name is Brenda.
And my name's Safina.
Today's topic is looking at the criminal justice system and the difference between summary and indictable offences. Safina, can you explain the difference between these two types of offences, please?
Well, summary offences are essentially less serious matters. So, for example, a minor assault, motoring offences, criminal damage, which is valued less than £5,000. Indictable only offences are normally offences like murder, rape, robbery, so really serious offences. So in terms of the difference, Brenda, it will depend upon what the offence is, and that will then determine whether it's heard in the lower court, in the magistrate's court, or in the higher court of the Crown Court.
Okay, so who makes the decision?
So basically, it's we have sentencing guidelines. So the sentencing guidelines tell us what sentence the court would be looking at for each individual offence. Now, if the sentence is likely to be less than 6 months, with a fine that is less than £5,000, then it's likely to stay within the magistrate's court. If it's more than that, either a custodial sentence more than 6 months, then you're looking at the matter going to the Crown Court. So some offences, as I said, are either summary, clearly, because they fall into that boundary, and other offences are indictable. Clearly, murder is a very serious offence, as is rape and robbery, because with robbery you need to have violence. There are other offences that are either way offences. So, for example, stealing, so theft, or actual bodily harm. So then that will depend upon what the circumstances are of the offence, and the court will then decide, depending upon what the prosecutor says, in terms of what the venue should be for that particular offence to be heard by the court. The only other thing quickly I would say, Brenda, is there's also something called the defendant's election, which means the defendant themselves can decide as well on either a way offence whether they are heard in the magistrate's court or in the Crown Court. So that's basically it.
Okay, so are the sentences different then, assuming, because the Crown Court deal with the more serious offences? So is it likely that somebody may elect to, on an either way offence, go in the magistrates just because the sentence will be lower?
Yes, highly recommended, but don't forget, statistical data shows that there's a higher rate of acquittals in the Crown Court, because you are actually, your trial is heard by a judge and jury, so by your own peers. So that's a consideration for someone to consider, whether they want to be heard by a single judge or a lay bench of magistrates in the magistrate's court, or if they want to go to the Crown Court and be heard by their peers, so a jury of 12 plus a judge.
Oh, okay, that's great. That was an excellent explanation. Hopefully that gives you some information about the differences between summary and indictable offences. Please listen to Legal Dilemmas and like, subscribe and share, and have your notifications on for more great legal content.